money, trophies. You are 100% convinced that Lin will win this. And by a 2/3 to 1/3 margin, you've gone for Lin Win-Ru. Well, well, well.
First game, Lin ShiDong to serve, love all.
This should be rather good fun. Lin ShiDong is going to serve. He's the world number 2. Lin Win-Ru is going to receive. He's the defending champion. Right, Fraser, before we just start screaming and shouting at how much fun we're having in this match, what are some of the tactical keys to victory?
Trying to be patient, but trying to also have the surprise factor. Make your chances count when you get an attacking opportunity. Just make magic happen, which ShiDong did there off the edge, but Lin Win-Ru finishing it off. Oh my goodness, I mean, the level of these two gentlemen is so high. It is hard to generalize tactics, Ollie. They both have outstanding backhands, flicks, counters, drives. But they're both two winged players. No obvious weakness.
3. Well, let's focus on something really important, which is some of the elements of sports psychology. Lin Win-Ru has a lucky dish. He is an absolutely committed eater of rice noodles. He said that every single day when winning the title last year, he ate rice noodles. It was his ritual. Naturally, on a serious note, athletes are creatures of habit. They like their rituals. They like their superstitions.
3-2.
He has started eating the rice noodles as of yesterday to get him to a victory over that gentleman for the first time. Has he brought out those big rice noodles at exactly the right time? Majestic from the man from Chinese Taipei.
Oh, the chef that made those rice noodles deserves a share of the prize money, especially if he's going to beat Lin ShiDong today on this form. It would be the best imaginable tip. Or just invite them to come and watch one of these matches. Priceless entertainment.
Oh, well, from chef's hats to chef's kisses that we've got to give this match. This is wonderful quality already.
Put in too many of his details there, Lin Win-Ru. Couldn't cash in. That's how quickly Lin ShiDong can read what the opponent's about to do as well. That puts so much pressure on you to make a quality opening, particularly with what Lin ShiDong can do with the backhand counter against slow spinny balls.
Well, they call Lin Win-Ru the silent assassin.
This is the thing. He has the stealth. He can win a lot of points under the radar because of how much quality he has in his game, straight stemming from the serve receive. He's got the best shot in the world in any area, Lin Win-Ru. I mean, arguably with the backhand flick, I think that's what he's really known for, the Chiquita. But it's his fundamentals that make him so difficult to outlast. He retains his posture on all of his shots. He is so well balanced.
He comes, Lin Win-Ru, from a very rural part of the region, from Yunnan County in the northwest of Chinese Taipei. Where his opponent comes from is fascinating, and we'll get to that in just a moment because it's history-making.
11-5.
Lin ShiDong is from Danzhou in Hainan province, an island province settled in the 12th century. The city has a population of 950,000. Hainan is the southernmost province of the People's Republic of China, made up mainly of Hainan Island and over 200 other smaller islands in the South China Sea. Huge variety of languages spoken, including the indigenous Lai language. And he is the first player ever from his province to make it into the national team. For that alone, he deserves a standing ovation. The man from the beautiful island province.
Yeah, I mean, we had a couple of nicknames for him. The Beach Boy or the Lion Cub after defeating the King of the Jungle, Fan Zhendong, at the Singapore Smash this year. But it's up to the fans to come up with the nicknames. Got to be a majority vote. He's good enough to have earned his nickname. Lin Wenru has his, the Silent Assassin. Love that.
6-9.
Are we looking at a future Grand Slam champion here in Lin ShiDong?
Edge. Side. 9-7.
Of course, he's already won a Smash, but I'm talking World Olympics, World Cup.
Absolutely phenomenal again from Lin ShiDong, who is such a cool player at the end of games. When things get to this sort of stage,
He excels in these moments, doesn't he? His backhand rips away from the table.
regain points.
Let 10-7.
Marvellous.
8-10.
The complexity of these points is a delight.
These are two new stars of world table tennis, but they're such old heads on young shoulders. They've been acting like they've been playing out here for donkey's years. The maturity.
Hold on just a moment, says Lin Wenru. This one's not done yet.
He has such great serves, Lin Wenru. This pendulum, so tough to anticipate. The flick. Viper of a stroke. Can take you out either corner.
11-9. Game to Lin ShiDong.
Puts it into the net, and Lin ShiDong has got the first.
That was a bold receive there from Lin ShiDong. High quality backhand flick.
11-9 in the opener.
That is an iconic picture right there. Wang Hao,
Time.
three-time Olympic finalist. Penhold legend, passing on all of his knowledge, wisdom so selflessly to Lin ShiDong, the new guard. And all of the A-listers there, Wang Chuqin, Xue Fei Shangpeng with the coach.
Second game, Lin YunJun to serve. Love all.
With the vulnerability of Wang Chuqin at the moment, it is especially important that Lin ShiDong shows his strength here in Frankfurt.
We're into game number 2.
One all.
Absolutely outrageous conclusion to 2024 that Lin ShiDong's having. Win upon win upon win upon win. And he looks to have been entirely unaffected by that one recent loss. He looks to have moved on from it so fast. Made the semi-final of Montpellier to Felix Lebrun. That ended a run of 3 consecutive titles.
Yeah, in straight games as well. That would have been a tough pill to swallow for Lin ShiDong. But both of these men looking for their second champion's title. 2 youngsters who've been able to do it, along with Felix Lebrun and Tomokazu Haramoto.
And he will not be meeting Felix Lebrun in the final after Jules Moregar put pay to him in yesterday's quarterfinal.
4-2.
It's interesting here, isn't it, with 2 of the best Asian youngsters facing one of 2 Swedes. And the Swedes, well, even though they've got such a smaller sample size, have been the biggest threat to the Chinese men's team. Oh, these spinny skylobs. So well played there from both men. They're so difficult to get over. Lin Wenru getting in on the front foot straight away with his trademark backhand flick. Fantastic rally here in the Infinity Arena. You have to imagine that subconsciously they're not going for it as much as they could be because they're still so young. We're going to see this rivalry for so many years, you imagine. How much of what they're doing now here is learning, not exerting the skills that they have.
This is the first time they've met in a best of 7. It is the 3rd consecutive Champions event at which they've played each other. I just remind you that that gentleman there is yet to beat the man over the other side of the table. Well, I mean, he gave everything to holding on. 4-6. He makes you work even when he's playing from such distance.
Beautiful control from Lin Wenru here. He knows exactly when he doesn't need to attack, when a block is enough, a change of pace.
5-6.
I mean, I was thinking, how much should we be worried for Lin Wenru here, who has just about won each and every one of his matches? Now he's up against Lin ShiDong, an even higher caliber player, but perhaps Lin Wenru feels a lot less pressure playing Lin ShiDong than he does some of the Europeans.
Well, he's in a good little spell here, Lin Wenru, with 6 of the last 8 points going his way.
7-6.
For Lin ShiDong, this is a big pressure match. Lin Wenru is one of the most accurate catalysts as to whether you're fit to represent Team China. He's one of the toughest to beat.
He stayed in that point superbly, didn't he, Lin ShiDong? Dealt with the net cord early on.
This is a great battle because Lin Wenru is able to prevent Lin ShiDong from winning the rally within 3 shots. Going to be very, very clever with his serve and receive, Lin ShiDong. But your options, even when you're the server, are limited because of what he can do with that flick.
Something that is interesting to factor in as we look at the left-handed player, Lin Wenru, is that Lin ShiDong has an 81% winning record against left-handed players.
It's very, very solid. It's a huge point there from Lin Wenru. Stunning backhand there from ShiDong. How quickly the Chinese Taipei player managed to get behind the ball for that one. To abbreviate his stroke because he barely had any time to react.
Oh, what utter deception.
So crafty, so cunning from Lin ShiDong. Just feathers the ball, perfectly placed. Not like it was around the net as well there, but wow, the composure that takes.
How old is he? 19 or 39? How on earth do you at that age have the guile to play a shot like that? That's terrifying. Brilliant reach from Lin ShiDong. Oh, stop it! I mean, it's just unplayable at its best.
It's how he still manages to choose the right shot when on the back foot. He can turn what looks to be a defensive moment into a winner.
He has game points. He does not have a game. Yes, well, this is all the fun we hoped it would be. Jolly good job too. Now, his opponents have the chance to steal the game from him.
Serve that tempted Lin ShiDong into trying the flick. Looked flickable, but so much backspin on the serve. This is crazy! No way!
Unbelievable! From practically flat on his back, he's fighting and on his feet.
The rally of the match so far here.
11-all.
Look at this backhand. He nearly lost his legs after playing it, Lin ShiDong. How hard is he to put away?
It turns out incredibly hard.
And when you're there at the table attacking so wonderfully like Lin Wenru was, it makes you more desperate to play a quality stroke, a risky stroke earlier on in the point. Maybe a little bit of desperation in that one from Lin Wenru.
It's another game point. And that one with a high-quality serve is his.
Lin ShiDong.
But it won't be remembered for that. It'll be remembered for the rally just a matter of moments before it that got him out of a game point situation. This young man is sensational, and he's 2 up. What a fascinating year it's been. YunJun was a dominant force early on in the season, winning the star contender in Doha, winning the Singapore Smash, winning the Saudi Smash. And then, as we look further on, the world number one, well, he starts to fade away, and our focus becomes Lin ShiDong and the era of this young gentleman, the second half of the year, almost entirely belonging to him, apart from Felix Lebrun being victorious in Montpellier. All of that puts a lot of pressure on the man at the top of the rankings, YunJun, perhaps wondering how long his spell in the top spot will last.
Third game, Lin ShiDong to serve. Love all. Love 1.
It can't be hugely easy psychologically for Lin Wenru going back to his corner after that previous game when he was so close.
And nothing but glimmers of brilliance to show for it.
1-all.
But let's look at it from his perspective. He's managed to get through Alexia Lebrun, Zhang Chou, the finalist of the recent Champions Macau, and Ugo Calderano, who all gave him such tough tests.
Yes, he's shown no fear of having a protracted contest in this event so far.
And I don't think it was fear that lost him the previous game. He plays with love and attention, Lin Wenru.
3-1.
But I think that it was just Lin ShiDong's sheer infatigability that makes him such a feared opponent in a way, and a good opponent.
Three, 2.
He knows how hard it is to take a game off him. The world knows how hard it is to take a game off him. But Lin Wenru has only managed to win one game at best in his previous meetings with Lin ShiDong.
That's amazing when you think about the players that Lin Wenru's defeated. He's defeated all the Chinese, basically, apart from him. And YunJun, I guess.
5.
So, I mean, what is it about Lin Wenru that makes that head-to-head what it is? It's difficult. Because he has every weapon, Lin Wenru. But I think it's just the fact that Lin ShiDong is so good on both sides. He's good when he's forced back. And he walks the walk. He's got a swagger about him that I like.
Just from a pure percentages point of view, and we often talk about how playing percentages is vital in every single sport. How often Lin ShiDong is in a point-losing position that he turns out to win. How often he's up against the ropes and he manages to win. He doesn't win every one of them, but he wins enough to make him virtually impossible to beat.
I can tell you how much he looks like he's on the ropes, but I can't tell you how much he actually is on the ropes.
2-9.
I think he has such faith in his shot making, Lin ShiDong, but none of his shots seem to look like they have the intensity to them. He just puts it away. It's seamless. It's not hard for him to produce a hard-on fast stroke, which really, really intimidates the opponents.
Well, he has stunningly got 8 game points here.
Game to
What
Lin
can one
ShiDong.
say? It's utter domination. And it's masterful. He only needs one more. That one was over in an instant. 11-2 in the third.
Time.
Sometimes early on in a teenager's career, you sit in the position we're in, Fraser, and you wonder, am I watching the start of something that's going to be talked about in 80, 90, 100 years' time? Am I watching the start of
Lin YunJun
a
to serve.
dynasty
Love all.
that's going to live through the ages?
Love one.
I think we're going to look back at this whole time in world table tennis with such fond memories about the players that were showcased, players that came and went. But when they were there, wow, they were there.
Lin
YunJun, Lin ShiDong. I mean, look what we have with the LeBruns as well, with Aramoto looking to do what he looked like he could have done as a junior. It is just so difficult to maintain any kind of record in table tennis.
And I think that's such a key point, Fraser. In a crop of players that's that good to dominate as Lin ShiDong has done in the latter part of this season is absolutely incredible. And a timeout has been called by Lin YunJun, who's won only 9 of the last 32 points.
你不要管它落点，你就把质量做出来就行，好不好？先把顺着。 可以去抽他没关系的，就连续，你一板不可能他不可能丢啊。
他也收住了。
对，但是射线掉，哎，没事的，你看，来放开打，好不好？哎。
3 love.
It seems, Fraser, some of the advice there centred around actually not trying, if you're in the mood, to force the change of direction too early when under pressure.
Yeah, he has to try and just get a bit more consistency here, Lin Ru.
1-4.
Sometimes he tried to run before he's walked. The preparation of Lin ShiDong, and just to build upon what we were speaking on earlier, I do think that a lot of Wang Chuqin's wariness, anxiety of late has been because of Lin ShiDong, how good this kid is.
4-2.
I've seen reactions on the faces of the Chinese coaches that I haven't seen from any other young player that they have. They wrote the rules of modern table tennis, and he's someone who could be writing his own story. More free way of playing the modern game.
4-3.
A more backhand-orientated Team China player. He can produce a winner with such little backlift with the backhand.
4-4.
This is good from Lin Ru, though. He's clawing his way back into this vitally important fourth game.
Well, he's done it the hard way so far. Can they do it the hard way this time? Not looking likely, but you can never rule him out.
4-5.
You can tell by that reaction from Lin ShiDong, he knows this is a really important spell of the game. Meant a lot to him to win that point. Beautiful. Great connection.
Making it a guessing game. Beautiful long serve. It really is the best long serve in the men's game. And then finishing it off nicely. More aggressive there, Lin Ru.
6-5.
And it's with his backhand that Lin Ru can more consistently play powerfully. But he's scared to play it from the middle and forehand because of what Lin ShiDong can do cross table.
5-7.
It's the shot you were talking about. What a backhand.
Beautiful side spinny flick here from Lin Ru, jamming up Lin ShiDong.
Two of the three games so far have been tight. Just that last one, only one-sided affair.
That would have been ridiculous. Lin Wenru would have made this.
He wasn't a million miles away. Really wound up to play that forehand with such composure.
It uses or takes so much physicality to produce a slow spinny shot like Lin ShiDong just did. How low you have to get to then come up the back of the ball. Get all that dwell. Feeling here from Lin Wenru. He did everything right. It was a gorgeous fanning backhand, but again, Lin ShiDong has an answer.
Stunning defense for a man who's attacking the world #1 spot. He's got match point.
10-8.
One saved, but surely Lin ShiDong is going to do this.
With serves now as well, there should be curtains here. Will it be his classic shovel serve and third ball kill? Can he do it with something safer?
Outstanding from this brilliant young man.
Lin ShiDong wins.
The man who